I am back with another one. So I'm gonna sit here and eat my breakfast while I talk to y'all. So while working this morning, I need to post my other video. It was only like a minute long. Long story short, these folks really trying me and trying to get a reaction. So after the run-in with the police yesterday, one of my first few rides this morning was dropping someone off at what appeared to be Police Academy. So funny. Clayton County Police Department courthouse, but that thing was filled. It looked like Police Academy, filled with police officers. It's funny because I was thinking maybe one of the ones who actually like me, I can get them to actually help me with this situation, everything I've been dealing with. Say that because that's what kind of what I was getting last time I dropped off a police officer, and so that's what kind of stuck in my brain as I was thinking about that and dropping off this young man over there. I realized it was the same police department. I dropped the officer off who I was actually thinking about in the back of it, and I dropped the young man off in the front of it, which evidently is where all of them park. 911. It's so funny because 911 was actually the price of my last customer that I had. Customer, client, 911. Something significant about these police officers. I don't think it's the good ones either. I feel like it's the corrupt ones trying to prove a point. Working with whoever they working with. So when I dropped him off, I picked up someone who was a mental health specialist. How about that? Told y'all they've been placing a lot of them around me, including when I was in Vegas. Just so happened to be one I was staying in the Airbnb with. So this one just talking in the backseat, trying to get me to talk. First, I wasn't saying much because I already seen what it was. But I eventually just started talking. Just letting him know that I knew what it was he was trying to do. He eventually gonna tell me, I can tell you're not crazy. No, I'm not. What he say, I don't mean to disregard your mental or something like that. I don't know. He was really saying things to try to get a reaction. It's a military person who also works evidently with CPS and evaluates people's mental health. Sitting in my car, I guess call itself evaluating mine. And I just politely let him know that I was going to get an attorney for all the stuff that I was experiencing. Um, but that costs money. It sure does. And it's better to pay to get justice served because people are paying for all of this injustice, was my response. Why Can I just, this lady praying, why can't I just live a regular life without all the harassment, all the stalking? And he gonna say before he got out the car, he made the comment that he wished he had a couple millions to give to me. Now, what would make you say that out of the blue all of a sudden? I wish I had a couple million to give to you. I told him, don't worry about it. Um, because God's favor will give me those same couple million and I'll have it in my pocket before you know it. He was asking me about my support system and all other kind of weird questions. He did make a comment as well. Is he leaving me in good hands? Now, me and him the only one in the car. So why would he say that? Am I leaving you in good hands? I told him, yeah, you leaving me in God's hands. That's the way I was before you got in my car. That's the best hands you could ever be in. If more people tried it, they would know that they couldn't get away with the things that they do in life. There's always somebody watching. That's why I made that comment when he said he wished he had a couple million to give to me. Don't worry about it. God's favor gonna give it to me. I'm gonna have exactly what I'm supposed to have before it's over with. Why they keep staging people like y'all around, trying to evaluate my mental health. First of all, get real doctors in here to evaluate my mental health. Because whoever you are, I probably got more education than you. He said he was in school to do whatever it was he was doing. He just take a couple classes and then go back to Jonesboro where I picked him up from. Just somebody just trying to talk. Thank you. I don't know, y'all. People are weird. Look at my chat or nobody's gonna listen. Um, Me reading my chat don't have anything to do with anybody listening. But for whoever wants to go, by all means, feel free to go. I don't pay attention to that chat because there be a lot of stupid stuff said in the chat. And I'm not about to respond to every ignorant thing that's said. Especially when I'm talking, I'm saying what I have to say. I'm going to get across what I need to get across. Unless y'all saying something that's helpful to me, I'm not really concerned about what's being said in the chat. If y'all are in the chat, then by all means, feel free to talk to each other. Unless you're saying something relevant to what it is I'm talking about. And I can see it's nothing relevant being said. And so you're going to always be ignored, Dirty Dan, if you're still on here. Anyway, so this is what I had to deal with this morning. Another mental health person, which I told y'all I keep being surrounded by, and pulling up at the police department, which really didn't bother me. I just kind of felt like it was shade after all of the stuff I've been talking about yesterday. And the harassment of police officers and all the things I've been through with them. I just felt like it was shade for me to pull up to what seemed to be police academy, because it was probably hundreds of them out there, parked out there, regular cars, but police uniform. There was a courthouse in the front. Master number 33, some Mason, could have something to do with this. I also see a Capricorn right here, could have something to do with this. Um, I pulled a couple cards on Buddy when he got out the car just to see. And it said something about children and drugs. And so I don't know what that was about, but those are cards I got. A card that said drugs and a card that said children. Something about children. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I am going to find me an attorney here because it doesn't make any sense for this to just keep going on and on and on and on. For people to feel like there are no consequences for what they're doing. And the way he brought up you got to have money for an attorney, what make you think I don't have money? He said a lot of things that were just, it was very telling. And so while he thought he was evaluating me, I'm listening to what he's saying and I'm evaluating him. And like I said, he's saying, his choice of words is telling me everything I need to know. That's what they doing. They targeting me. His choice of words was telling me everything I needed to know about him and what he was there for. So yeah, take that shit to trial is what I just cut the deck on. That's what I will be doing. I've asked several times. I think it's just a bunch of bots on here, like Dirty Dan on here, that just want to talk a bunch of noise and want you to respond to what it is they saying. Maybe he don't have nobody at his house. He could be lonely or something. And I asked several other times for help finding an attorney to deal with this because it just keeps going on and on and on and on. Nobody seemed to have any advice, no real advice. Just a bunch of BS people on here that be talking noise. And so I'm going to start reaching out to some myself. Some reason something told him I didn't have enough money to find an attorney. Yeah, I got a few other things up my sleeve though. Ain't gotta be just that. Unfortunately, a lot of other people finna be exposed in this. You know, you try not to say certain things because you want things to be handled in a certain way, and certain things just not important enough to be brought up in certain situations. But after everything, you know, you have to question yourself what's relevant and what's not relevant. And at this point, I think I want to just let the attorneys figure it out. Let them figure out what's relevant. And so I stopped early today because that's what I want to do. Work on finding me an attorney for this that y'all keep subjecting me to. Because why can't I just work in peace? I've already lost one job. Y'all wanted to evaluate my mental health. Should have sent somebody in there to do it. Matter of fact, send me a letter instead of tampering with my mail. And then that way I can actually go to a real doctor's office and y'all ain't got to keep staging people around me because this shit is dumb as hell. And it make y'all look stupid. Make y'all look real stupid. And so, of course, I got his face. I got his name. We got pickup spots and everything. Like I do everything else, I document everything. I document everything. And so at the end of the day, they'll be able to trace whoever this is right back to the main person, right back to the shit starter. This is why I keep everything like I do. This is why I take so many videos and pictures of different things that seem like it don't make sense. And I've gotten literally the last 2 years worth of pictures and videos and all this other stuff that's been going on. And so now I'm ready to do something with it. And so yeah, I don't know who Buddy was. I don't know who the people are around me. I keep seeing somebody filing fake reports. Yeah, stop putting them people in my car. Going through your phone. Again, it's a military person here. Military vet. So yeah. Smart, not wise. In my car. Instead of doing his job, He doing something somebody probably paid him to do, which was sit up and evaluate me. But I hope I gave you enough information, Marcus. Um, yeah, hope I gave you enough information. Enough so that you know. Clearly, you knew what was going on for you to make the last comment that you made regarding you wish you had a few million to give to me. Don't worry, because I'm going to get it. This is all over money. I'm definitely going to get that few million. Whatever it is y'all trying to hide. Whatever it is, everybody seems to be being paid to just turn their cheeks, turn the blind eye, pretend like they don't know anything. I know it's no coincidence that since I've been back in Georgia here, I've had probably about 10 mental health people around me placed in my cars. And I said since I've been in Georgia, but I keep forgetting about the one that was in the Airbnb with me when I was in Vegas. And so before I even came back here, it seems as if that's what they were trying to do. For some reason, some people are trying to evaluate my mental, but they ain't helped me with anything. Like, y'all destroyed everything I had going on, and now you want to see what my mental is like? I'm still more stable in my mind than y'all are, evidently. Y'all don't realize all this shit is about to come to an end. Everybody y'all think y'all have working with you, they all gonna be exposed. Church people gonna know y'all ain't shit. Y'all, these military people, you gonna be exposed for doing jobs outside of what you supposed to be doing. Um, these celebrity people who may have been bribed to do certain things, these officers that's pretending to not know anything, all of y'all are gonna be exposed for who and what you are. And so, like I told him, rather than all the people staged around me to try to evaluate my mental, which I should be doing this, uh, or what I will be doing is having my own people come in and do the job like they actually supposed to do the job, and not just try to get around me so they can say certain things or make it seem like certain things. Gemini, who's a bully? Well, you got hell to pay. You have hell to pay, whoever this Gemini is that's been coming out for the last few days. Y'all trying to get a response, but y'all ain't getting what y'all think y'all gonna get. Whoever you are, Gemini. Yeah. Explain that to your master when you go meet him, because people like y'all don't live long lives. You don't. You'll be there long enough to see what you think gonna happen is not gonna happen. And the same thing, the children that y'all have, the family members you try to protect, the same stuff you doing to me, it's gonna be returned back to them. And so what you think you're protecting or trying to take money ain't gonna help, because it's always somebody bigger and better than you are at what you're doing. And so just understand, the way that karma works is you'll think it's all over with. You'll think it's all over with until your daughter or your son or your mama going through it, being stalked and harassed. And you can't say anything because it's a person with way more money than you, much bigger status than you. That's how karma works. So you'll sit down and you'll be crying about it. And that's good, because then you'll get a chance to see how it feels to be stolen from, to be lied on, to have your whole stability being broken down, and for people to try to evaluate your mental when they finish doing all the damage that they've done to your stability. Bunny and Clyde, two people working together. You weren't born together, and you surely ain't gonna die together. That's so you know, because y'all seem to be confused about what's going on. You seem to think you just gonna keep getting away with this. Yeah. Set up. I made a mistake. No worries, because I'm finna make a purpose move, a very purposeful move. And I'm saying, yeah, call me the snitch, because I'm gonna say everything I know. We gonna get down to the bottom of this. And ain't nobody gotta help, because I'm gonna help myself. I'm gonna help myself. So y'all can sit back and watch. Keep trying to send people to evaluate my mental. Um, them same millions of dollars he said he wish he had to give to me. I'm gonna take that and more. I'm gonna take that and more. And so Gemini, you're gonna be exposed for the trash that you are. You will be exposed. People will know exactly who you are and who you aren't. Because there's a lot of people trying to pretend like they something they not. And they want you to look like you're something that you're not. Sirens. I'm gonna end it here. So watch as much as you want to watch, and keep staging people, keep doing your little black magic, keep sending shit my way, and I'm gonna send some things your way.